the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And the Bulls start out with the ball. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. The San Antonio Spurs, a team that has had such a strong core.
Woo! Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Iverson, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him. A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Here is Williams. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Thanks, Doris.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Leonard, no luck.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him. They really look sharp here, razor sharp, extremely focused.
And Parker, here we go, and he gets it to go.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Chicago leading by 8. Robinson with it. Leonard picks him up, and now it's a double-digit lead. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
That one goes. Count it.
Pretty passing, timely recognition as to where the open man was.
The Now Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Took in no time at all on that one. And that's 11 points for Williams.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Chicago with the ball. They lead by 7. Here's Jordan. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And that's now 7 points for Michael Jordan. The Spurs have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Parker drives in. Chicago grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Malone's checked in for the Bulls. Spurs trail by 11.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Good on the shot. 14 points for Williams.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in a more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
And he's off to a phenomenal start here tonight, guys.
He sure is. 7 for 7 already, and he just looks to be on a different level than everybody else right now.
And he gets it to go. Green's got his second bucket.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Wasted no time on that one.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Pass to Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Chicago leading by 11. From deep, Jordan, another 3 for Chicago.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleed.
He used that pick to get in close. Duncan's got his second basket of the night.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Got that one up quick. And the Bulls lead by 15.
And he's made all 8 of his field goals here to start the game.
He's really come out blazing, scoring with ease.
Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, it's definitely been a shootout. But the team that can start playing some defense might have an edge.
Jordan with the bucket.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Duncan left side. And the Spurs scoring again.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Aldridge, no luck. Chicago leading by 16. There's the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Leonard kicks to Aldridge. And James pulls it down. Balanced scoring, Clark, for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score it. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it, okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. One of the great stories here, Big Dog getting it done today.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Chicago making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Malone. Malone comes in for Allen Iverson. And Irving subbed in for LeBron. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. West is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Now here's Leonard. He has 7. Kawhi Leonard, with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
That's good. West has got his first basket of the night. Here's Williams. 22 points for him. Unloads. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Knocks it loose. Mills passes to West and stolen by Williams. The finish and the dunk by Jordan.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Bulls leading by 22. Williams for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's O'Neal. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pass to Diaw. Buries it down low. Diaw's got 5 points so far. 1:43 left in the first. Williams for 3, and that one's good.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Mills. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Leonard, no luck. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Mills, following the basket by Michael Jordan. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Took him no time at all on that one. That's now 32 points for Williams. San Antonio's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. West, right side. And another basket for San Antonio.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
And Mills kicks it to West. Here's Jordan. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And Tim Duncan closing in on 2 decades in the league. He talked about his continued love of the... Well, Duncan breaking down his love for the game and what keeps him and going, not just playing, but still enjoying it at his age.
Man, it's phenomenal to see because Tim Duncan doesn't usually get too introspective with us. Anybody that plays this game knows exactly what he's talking about. And at the level he's competing currently, I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon, that's for sure.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
They've got LeBron James. Rose is out there with Irving. Then it's Robinson. And it's Malone in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. On its way from Rose for 2. Again, Chicago. San Antonio's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Good. And it's 8 points for Tony Parker.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Shoots. And again, it's Derrick Rose.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team in the way they approach the game. The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him. That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Chicago making some changes. Scottie Pippen's checked in for James. Jordan comes in for Irving. And it's Williams in for Rose. Here's Parker. 14 points for him. Aldridge a screen. It's Parker with the drive. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Here's Pippen. It's Chicago with another bucket. The Spurs have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Stolen by Pippen. Poked away.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up.
No.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Only 1 turnover so far in the game for him, Kevin. Another reason they're in the lead with halftime approaching, taking care of the ball.
Duncan, a screen. Parker dishes to Ginobili. Here's Duncan. Boom, he jams it straight down.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Assist goes to
Parker with 16 points for him. Outside, Green. He kicks to Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And that one's good by Aldridge.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Williams, that's a two-pointer, and it's Chicago scoring again. San Antonio's gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. Green passes to Parker. Got a piece of it. Can't hit. And the Bulls going the other way now.
And Tony Parker, at least some of his success can be attributed to playing with talented bigs. I mean, in his rookie season, he plays with both the Admiral and Tim Duncan. He kept that partnership going with Duncan for several more championships. So while talented, he's also been very fortunate.
Clark setting up the half-court offense now.
But, Kevin, that's where they've struggled. I mean, their fast break game has been productive, but in the half court, they've left a bit to be desired.
Yeah, they've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half court.
The drive by Aldridge. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Aldridge has got 12 points in the game. Here's Pippen. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Malone's checked in for Malone. Iverson comes in for Pippen. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Williams. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Parker.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
David Robinson.
Chicago making a switch here. Wade's checked in.
Substitution.
And San Antonio shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Malone with the steal. Wade kicks to Rose. Let's go. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Rose. Wade's got his first points of the night.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Pass to Green. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Patty Mills.
Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And he gets the bucket.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
And San Antonio has possession. The dish to Leonard. Pick by West. Shots good by Mills. Mills has got 7 points in the game.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And it's San Antonio with another. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Diaw with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Shots good by Mills. Mills has got 11 points.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
Inside, Diaw. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
Williams, he's checked in for Derrick Rose.
Derrick Williams.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
As you mentioned, the Bulls added veteran leaders last season. Pau Gasol was the notable one. 11 Bulls Clark had playoff experience prior to their postseason run a season ago.
And that's invaluable, Kevin, to have that kind of experience. I mean, having Gasol, a two-time champion in the locker room, big, as is having almost a dozen guys who understand the intensity and the details that playoff basketball requires.
And 3 from Jordan. That's good. Jordan's got 27 points.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
There's the bucket. Good. 6 points for David West.
And he just big boyed him right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend. The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Mills with it. Iverson picks him up. Mills dishes to West. And it's San Antonio with another.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Williams for 3, and the Bulls another 3.
I wasn't sure if he'd be able to keep it up, but he has. Wow.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Diaw, and he uses the glass on the layup. Diaw's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. And really, as dialed in as you're ever going to see a player.
Hey, it's not rocket science, Greg. If they're smart, they'll make sure he has the ball every possession.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. And that's 31 points for Michael.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Mills passes to Diaw. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Williams, that's a 2-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Williams has got 49 points in the game. Dishes it to Leonard. Malone with the block. Jordan cannot hit. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Bulls running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Let's start with you, Kenny. What did you think?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
How about a double-double already? I mean, this is the sort of energy performance that just energizes your entire team.
He has impacted the game in a bunch of different ways. Really going to be hard to slow him down now. I tell you what, this has been fun to watch.
On the floor for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Duncan, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Got that bucket in no time at all. Williams has got 51.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
8 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
That's good. And guys, as a second-round pick, Danny Green was once an afterthought out of North Carolina. Now, he's one of the most dangerous three-point shooters in the league.
You're right, Kevin. Throughout last season, and 42% from beyond the arc for his career, and great consistency, too. He's been over 41 every season for the past 4.
And here's Jordan outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And he gets it to go. 14 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Aldridge with a screen on LeBron. Parker's shot is off.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
Aldridge, good.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
Robinson for 3, good. And the nice assist for Williams. And it's 7 points for Robinson.
It's amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect in this half.
In transition, here come the Bulls, and the basket good.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Parker with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Such a wide-open look. 14 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Williams inside the line, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Double team on Parker. The wide open look here for Aldridge. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3. Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Outside Leonard. From 10 feet out, and another basket for San Antonio. Chicago with the ball. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
James against Parker. Kicks it to Duncan. Here's Green, and that comes off the assist by Duncan. Green's got 14.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
I like the grade, Greg. They're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off. That's excellent discipline on display right there.
Chicago has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. San Antonio with the ball. Duncan with a screen on James. Nobody near Leonard. It's all in by the Bulls. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wasted no time on that one. 14 points for LeBron.
How about that good look by Jordan on that one?
Here's Leonard, and he dunks it down.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Back to Green, wide open, and the Spurs scoring again. Chicago's gotten all 4 of the 3-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
And that one's good, Duncan.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Here's Iverson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Iverson's got 10 points in the quarter. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Well, as Greg was just talking about, the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. It's Chicago with another bucket. And so it's San Antonio with it. There's the pass to Duncan. And it's blocked by Jordan. They get it back. Green, but he recovers it. 5 to shoot. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And that's 20 points for Kawhi Leonard. Puts it up, and it's Jordan. That time on the assist from Robinson. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Just a fantastic shot by MJ that time.
Aldridge with a screen on James. That one goes. Count it. Green's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
Williams kicks to Iverson. Launches it. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And that's 20 points for Iverson.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Williams outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Leonard, the open look, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Leonard's got 22.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Took him no time at all on that one.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Parker against LeBron. Can't hit from the elbow.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And Robinson wide open, he shoots. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And the dunk to finish it off, a beauty.
Big time finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then. And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
And Parker, here we go. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Parker's got 29.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
You know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
Aldridge left side. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And that's now 21 points for Aldridge. Williams for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
And here are the Spurs. The feed now to Duncan. Fades and shoots. Another one falls for San Antonio.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grill.
Williams, that's a two-pointer. And Chicago scoring again. 26 seconds left to play in the third. Right side, Green. Baseline jumper. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Good job pulling the trigger when the defense opened up for him. He had an opportunity, took advantage of it.
Iverson with the bucket.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Here's Duncan, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
He got it up. No good there. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Bulls just dominating this one. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So at Chicago now, Rose is out there with Irving. Then there's Pippen. Then there's Ewing. And it's Malone in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. It's Ginobili on the wing. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Here's Fredette. Inside, and stolen by Malone. Pippen. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Spurs ball.
And the Spurs with possession here. Mills dishes to Diaw. Feeds it to Ginobili. Passes it to Fredette. And here's Mills from the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And it's good.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
West passes to Diaw. And Ewing sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Spurs ball.
Here's Mills. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. West. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Ewing inside, covered by Mills. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
O'Neal's checked in for the Bulls.
And the line for the Bulls. One shot.
Free throw good from Pippen. Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's Ginobili outside. That one goes. Count it.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. 19 points for Derrick Rose.
Rose can really turn it on at times.
Here's Fredette. Sweet little floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And the shot is good. Spurs have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And Mills kicks to Fredette. And the 3 off target.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Malone, good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Ginobili kicks to Diaw. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Just the shot they wanted. Point blank range.
Here's Irving. Another one falls for Chicago. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's West. Malone with the block. Only one man back on D. On up the court. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. They get Boris Diaw.
Julius Irving. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Chicago making a switch here. Wade's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
Yeah, and how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
Spurs have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Back to Ginobili. Chicago grabs the miss. And here's Malone. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Malone's got 4 points now in the quarter. Fredette dishes to West. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Shaq. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Diaw with the screen on Rose. Mills passes to Diaw. Fredette kicks it to West. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Mills kicks to Diaw. He dishes it to West. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pass to O'Neal. 14 feet away. And it's Chicago scoring again. Here's Mills. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Sinks the three-pointer. Ginobili's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
There's Rose with the 3. No luck. Nice D from Ginobili. Now here's Mills, covered by Irving. From the wing. And Irving pulls it down. Irving's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
To the paint, here's Diaw. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He is a scorching 86%.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Diaw, the screen. And here's Fredette from beyond the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And the basket by Rose.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
To the paint, Diaw. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
The shot by Wade, no good. San Antonio's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Ginobili, that's good.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Dwayne Wade, and that's good. And San Antonio shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And there's Fredette, that's good on the assist by Mills.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Wade for 3. That's good. Wade's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for Chicago. Wade's gotten 2 of his 3 attempts to fall from beyond the arc. Now, here is Fredette. Tight defense on him. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
Karl Malone's checked in for Malone. Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio. McCallum comes in for Fredette. Good. And now it's 27 points for Rose.
That was a textbook shot from Rose, and pretty to boot.
Here's Mills. Here's Diaw. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
Three-pointer, Wade. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside. Boy, I love to see D. Wade shoot the ball.
Pass to West. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Chicago making a switch here. Malone's checked in. On its way from Rose for 2. It's Chicago with another bucket.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And San Antonio shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. And the basket by Diaw. Diaw's got 14 points now in the second half.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists. It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been deadly.
And he banks in the layup. Diaw's got 27.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
On offense, here are the Spurs.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance, Clark. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Williams. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
McCallum dishes to Diaw. Leonard, that's for 2. It's good. The assist that time from Diaw. 31 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
And McCallum kicks to Mills. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Wade, good.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Good.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
There's Rose with the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Mills. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Derek, you were able to maneuver in and out of the lane and handle many tough shooting situations. How did that become such a big part of your game?
That's something I'm used to, I guess. Just playing in the park, playing in the gym, trying to shoot crazy shots, and thank God that you're going in.
Well done, Derek. Thank you. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan Player of the Game? An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.